Hello everybody, it is Big Nicky Fresh, and today I will be telling you my history with the Connecticut public schooling system while eating this chopped up banana covered in dog hair. Now, I'm going to start at 3rd grade, because that was the height of my crackhead tendencies. When I was in the 3rd grade, I had an obsession with sitting on my legs until they lost feeling. Now, one day we were in the library listening to our librarian read us a child-friendly book. I was sitting on my legs, as I do. I couldn't feel them. Kind of hot. And when the book was done, I went to stand up, and I realized I could not stand up. So I fell on top of some poor kid. Cracked him. Just absolutely cracked him. And that's where it all began. When I was in the 5th grade, there was a girl who kept making fun of me at recess. So I put her in a chokehold, and I got my first suspension ever, which was a week long. And my only suspension ever, might I add. They never caught me again. Except for that time that the girl bit me, and I bit her back. That was pretty bad. Also 5th grade. Middle school, I was in my furry phase. And I had, bright purple hair. So I wore a tail to school. And some bitch pulled it, and it broke. So I filed it with the school, and she had to buy me a new one. Fuck. Down the hatch. A teacher from my middle school was suspended for being inappropriate with female students. I had a teacher that I called son, and he called me dad. Love him. He has since moved to another state. A kid from my school got expelled and arrested for posting a video of him saying he wanted to kill black people. That caused some problems. Kid bullied me in middle school, so fuck you, Anthony. Somebody recently stole an entire laptop from my school and got away with it. Honestly, on jaw. One time, a teacher from my school got arrested and fired because he showed up to school drunk and pissed himself, and my grandfather, who was the janitor, had to clean it up. Another teacher got fired for duct taping a student to a desk. Another teacher of mine admitted to his longest bong usage, which would be about this big. He measured in his hands, he says. Love that man. For a while, we had a person going around pasting pictures of Guy Fieri all over the school. We never found out who it is, and some of them are still up. We have a serial shitter in my school who has shat on the floor of the bathrooms, in the stairwell, and most recently into a baseball glove. When he was caught, he claimed he had depression and did not get in trouble. When I was a freshman, people would throw rocks at me walking home because I am a faggot. My health teacher once told me that us students were the reason she was an alcoholic. She still teaches health. She also taught us how to make a meth lab. Pretty cool. Don't do it. For a small period of time, kids would make paper hats and put them absolutely everywhere throughout the school. One of them was so giant, it covered the entire tree in our library. Our library has plants. I went to a field trip in Rome and puked off of a balcony. When I was in middle school, we had a 2-hour code red lockdown because there was a stranger in the building. Turns out, the stranger was actually a student who looked like an adult man. At one point, there was a scandal in the Connecticut middle school in my area in which a bunch of 12-year-olds were sending nudes and getting arrested for it. That sparked police to randomly confiscate many people's phones, causing quite a few problems. Don't send nudes if you are in middle school. My own brother got suspended for giving a kid a tattoo in the bathrooms. One day, there was a horse loose in the parking lot. Vaping is an issue in my school, so they implemented a Juul school in which, if you are caught, you are to attend Juul school and learn about why nicotine is bad for, I believe, 2 weeks. I go to school with a famous TikToker. He's actually quite nice. He's the guy who wears the neon wigs and dances very, very hard. He has done this in school multiple times, and I have seen him once. I made a wedding ring out of the banana stem. Every year on Halloween, I dress up as a religious figure and go to school like that. It has sparked some controversy. A kid once got expelled for selling heroin to underclassmen. Yup. One girl got locked into a bathroom and almost overdosed. We did not use those bathrooms for a year, ever again. One girl in my politics class thinks that I am a reptilian. Shout out to you, Juliet. I am a reptilian. This has been the Connecticut schooling systems with Big Nicky Fresh.